Hello everybody, so I wanted to show you the most effective way to repair, drywall holes, gaps in your wall, whatever it may be. Maybe you have big gashes. This is actually, these were spots for dowels for like an older ceramic, bathroom hanger set. And so I'm repairing it. And there's a lot of things out there on the market. For example, there's things out there that there's metal with mesh over top that you put over the spot. I'm not a big fan of that one. I think it leaves like a bit of a bubble and you have to use a lot of spackle. There's methods out there where you cut the area and you leave some paper behind it. I think that's a pretty good one. And you could certainly try a little bit for this one, just kind of work around what I'm going to show you. But in order to make your drywall piece the most structurally sound, it's definitely not going to bust or anything like that, is by putting like an extra stud in essence in there. So I'll show you what I mean. So I have here, it looks like a 1.5 by 1.5, and this spot up and down is about 6 inches, okay? So I cut this piece to about 10.5, 11, I think it was about 10.5. So I'm trying to leave 2 inches above and 2 inches below, somewhere about that, maybe 2.25 to be exact. So when I put that in here, okay, I'll put that again, and I leave most of the studs showing because I'm going to screw the drywall piece that I cut into this piece of wood, and I'll put 2 drywall screws here, 2 drywall screws there. Don't attach them too close to the wall. Probably I would say at least maybe, probably about 3/8 of an inch to 1/2 an inch away from the edge there. But again, I'll put 2 drywall screws here, 2 drywall screws here. And now when I cut that piece and attach it, I'm going to attach it to the stud. And by the way, that's a stud over there. I do always recommend when you repair your holes or gashes, whatever they may be, probably cut them to a stud if it's nearby. Sometimes you don't have that luxury, but if it's nearby, cut it to the stud. And then when you attach to drywall, it's going to be very structurally sound. And now we have it on the other side as well. So I'm going to attach it to this piece. And again, that's going to be so structurally sound. And when I spackle this, put a little tape over it, and then spackle it, you're not even going to see this spot. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, put in the comments below. But thank you for watching and have a fantastic day, everybody. By the way, here's the part 2 of this really quick. I just wanted to show you what I meant. Sorry it's not live, but it's hard for me to hold the cell phone and do it. So again, I put the 2 drywall screws spaced them apart, right? And then 2 above. Again, I set them a little bit so it's a little bit into the drywall, so that way when I spackle it, again, you don't see those drywall screws. I think most of you know that. But then if you grab this, like that's not moving. That's strong. I mean, I could probably put at least maybe like 45 pounds of pressure on that. I don't think it's going to break. So certainly when you feel like it's not going anywhere unless you use something very drastic. All right. So again, I'm going to show you the finished product and what it looks like. Now I'll just cut the drywall piece. I made a nice, square rectangle here. So cut the drywall piece, put it in. Then when you put that piece in, you put the tape over it. Then you spackle it, obviously sand it. And again, you won't even see that hole. And it's very, very strong and structurally sound. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.